Bel Air is one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in Los Angeles. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about what it's really like to live here. Hi guys, my name is Mona and I'm a real estate agent here in Los Angeles. On my channel, we talk about all things real estate and lifestyle here in LA. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what it's really like to live in Bel Air, including the pros, the cons, the real estate market, and everything else that you need to know. So let's get into it. Starting off with the location, honestly, Bel Air is a great neighborhood just because of how central it is from everything LA has to offer. Like your neighbors with Brentwood, Westwood, Beverly Hills, Sherman Oaks, Studio City. You're not too far away from Century City and Santa Monica. I just love that you have the best of LA's amenities at your fingertips. Now, Bel Air is actually part of something called the Platinum Triangle, which makes me think of the Illuminati. Platinum Triangle, Illuminati, is it just me? But anyways, Bel Air is gonna be part of the Platinum Triangle. It's also gonna be with Holmby Hills, Beverly Hills. So these three areas, Bel Air, Holmby Hills, and Beverly Hills, are gonna make up something called the Platinum Triangle because you're just gonna have the most expensive homes in LA in this region. You also have them in Malibu too. I mean, you'll see some crazy homes in Malibu also exceeding that $100 million price tag. But you'll have a lot of iconic and incredible estates in the Platinum Triangle, like the Playboy Mansion that's actually located in Holmby Hills. And yes, we will talk more about the real estate market in this video, so make sure you keep on watching. But one thing that Bel Air and Holmby Hills have in common that Beverly Hills doesn't is that these areas are gonna be more quiet, more low-key, more residential. They're not really these tourist areas. I mean, yeah, sometimes you'll see those tourist bus driving around, but Beverly Hills, you're just gonna have all the amenities, right? Like you have Rodeo Drive, you have all these hotels and restaurants and cafes and workout studios and just so many fun things to do in Beverly Hills that attracts more tourists, right? Attracts a lot of people that don't live in the area versus Bel Air and Holmby Hills don't really have many amenities, and that's done on purpose to make it more of an exclusive neighborhood that really only belongs to the people who live here. Because the people who live here, they're not part of the 1%, they're part of like the 0.001%. And you're gonna find that out as we keep on going. Now, when it comes to the amenities, there's not really much to do here, but there are three iconic amenities I have to share with you guys. Number one is going to be Hotel Bel Air, which has so much old Hollywood history to it. Apparently, Marilyn Monroe had one of her final Vogue photo shoots here. The hotel itself is so beautiful on the inside and on the outside, and it's still a popular hotspot to your favorite A-lister celebrities. They have a great cafe, restaurant, and sometimes they even do movie nights. I'll make sure to post the next time they have it, so if you want to follow me on Instagram. The second iconic amenity is going to be the Bel Air Country Club, where initiation fees are rumored to exceed well over $100,000 if you can even get in, because country clubs like this are very selective on who they allow to even apply for a membership. You're not going to see your favorite influencers at these country clubs taking photos, taking videos, making TikToks, doing vlogs. They like to maintain a very discreet atmosphere. It's a very old money energy to it. Now, I do feel Bel Air has a good amount of new money, especially a lot of celebrities, a lot of, new money CEOs and business moguls and entrepreneurs. But I feel Bel Air is going to have a stronger old money feel to it compared to places like Beverly Hills. And then for amenity number 3, we are going to have this beautiful jazz club bar I've actually been really wanting to go. Not only is this a great local spot in Bel Air, but it's actually one of the most iconic jazz club slash bars in the entire LA area. Now, these are really the only amenities in Bel Air that I want to mention just because of how significant they are. But Bel Air itself doesn't really have much to do. Luckily, you're not too far away from Beverly Hills if you want to enjoy fine dining, great workout studios, or maybe you want to go to Santa Monica for a fabulous beach day. Maybe you want to have a sunset dinner at Elefante or Penthouse. Those are some of my favorite restaurants, and they both have great views of the ocean. Now, for the moment that you've all been waiting for, let's talk about the real estate market here in Bel Air. Now, Bel Air is one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in the entire country. You are going to see some of the most incredible estates for sale here in Bel Air. Now, you will see some apartments for rent, condos for sale, but it's really going to be a residential area. So last year, homes on average in Bel Air sold for just under $7 million. But right now that I'm filming this video, the least expensive home on the market right now is going to be this fixer-upper. But the most expensive home on the market right now is going to be this beautiful estate. Welcome to Villa Siena. You're half a mile away from the iconic Bel Air Country Club, featuring 35,000 square feet of interior space. This isn't just a regular home. This is a mega mansion. And it has some of the most incredible features. I am going to be reading from the MLS here because I can't memorize all this information in one take without sounding like AI. And I have gotten those comments before. No, I am not AI. I am a real person, but thank you for the compliment because I take that as a compliment. You're going to have a wine room accessed by 200-year-old antique doors. And the spa, because obviously you have to have a spa for your 35,000 square foot mega mansion, you are going to have cold plunge pools and hydrotherapy chambers, red light therapy. This home is absolutely stunning. But if you think $177 million for a home is crazy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Like I told you, Bel Air is part of the Platinum Triangle with Beverly Hills and Holmby Hills. It is not uncommon to see estates exceeding the $100 million price tag. Now, right now that I'm filming this video, there are 5 homes on the market in Bel Air that are listed for over $100 million. So let's talk about the top 3. At number 2, we are going to have Casa Encantada that looks over the Bel Air Country Club. It was built in the 1937 era. It's giving very old money. It was designed or was built by renowned architect James Delena. I don't know who that is, so I'm assuming very, very old money, sitting on over 8 acres of land that will include your formal rose gardens, vegetable herb garden, tropical botanical gardens, not shown tennis court with viewing pavilion, sport court, and vast grass lawn. Now at number 3, we are going to have the Manor. The Manor is listed for $137,500,000. Why couldn't you just do 135? Like, why do you have to make the number? I hate when people make the number so weird. Like, just round. 140, 135. It's not like people are gonna buy it for the listing price anyways, because let's be so for real right now. To buy a home like this, you have to be not part of the 1%. The 1% cannot buy this home. You have to be part of the 1% of the 1%. Like, this is billionaire territory. This is Jeff Bezos' home. This is not the guy who makes $2 million a year finance bro. He's not buying this home unless he has family money. So, what's so important about the Manor? Well, we had somebody, a very famous late TV producer, Aaron Spelling, who actually lived in this home. He was the genius who created shows like 90210 and The Dynasty, the original versions, although nothing wrong with the reboot. Love 90210. I honestly have amnesia of what happened, so I should probably rewatch it, or probably shouldn't rewatch it because it's way too time consuming. And the new Dynasty was so good. I think her name was Liz Gillies. She was like on Victoria's Secret. Slay, modern day girl boss, love it. Okay, anyways, back to the real estate market. So Mr. Spelling lived in this home that has over 40,000 square feet of interior space. 46,000 square feet of interior space. Let's be correct here. Now, unfortunately, Mr. Spelling died back in 2006, and apparently he died in a manner that they also called Spelling Manor, because Spelling is his last name, so Aaron Spelling. But that didn't stop people from wanting a piece of this iconic home. Back in 2019, it last sold for $120 million. And I guess that buyer is looking to make a few $1,000,000 profit, although this home has been on the market for years and it will probably stay on the market for years. Nothing wrong with it. It's just like at this price point, the buyer pool is so small that it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute to find someone who genuinely wants to spend their money on that home. And there's a lot of really beautiful homes in Bel Air, like the one that actually sold back in 2022 to the CEO of Fashion Nova. This was actually one of the biggest homes in America, maybe even in the world. Over 100,000 square feet of interior space. Yeah, 100,000 square feet of interior space. It had pools, bowling alley, nightclub, beauty salon or hair salon. You had, just so many incredible and iconic amenities. But did you guys know that the developer who built the one, first of all, it took years to build because a home like that takes time to build. But apparently the person who built that home, the developer, wanted to sell it for $500 million. Yes. The developer of the one wanted to sell that home for $500 million. Now, unfortunately, he ran into some financial issues, so the home ended up selling for over $140 million back in 2022 to the CEO of Fashion Nova. Now, I do just want to say that when it comes to mega mansions like this, it's actually common that developers will go broke. A few weeks ago, I actually toured this beautiful home in Bel Air. This mega mansion was originally listed for over $35 million. Now it's listed for $21 million, and it's being declared as a bankruptcy sale. When I went to tour it, it was completely empty. It was not staged. I got a lot of comments, a lot of reactions on that video, so if you want to check it out, I'm going to link it in the description below for you guys. Honestly, Bel Air has so many beautiful homes. In the past few months, I've actually done quite a few house tours. My favorite house tour that I've done in Bel Air actually has to be this home that's listed by a colleague of mine. It is such a beautiful home. If you're going to watch any of my house tours, that's actually my personal favorite house tour that I filmed in the past few months because it was such a beautiful home and I feel it showed so well on camera. Okay, now that we talked about all the fun stuff, let's talk about some of the downsides that come from living in Bel Air. I was able to think of 3, so let's get into it. Number 1, it's expensive. I mean, we just talked about the real estate market. Listen, if I had $17 million to drop on this beautiful mega mansion that I toured a few weeks ago, house tour in the description below, I would buy this. Just so beautiful. She is expensive. Bel Air is expensive. Con number 2 is going to be wildfire concern. Now, I just want to say wildfire risk is a huge thing in Southern California. We just had the fires in the Palisades earlier this year, as well as the Pasadena, Altadena area. We also had smaller fires throughout during this year. You had fires in Bel Air back in 2017 that affected the area. So because of the location, you're in the canyons, there's going to be a lot of brush. It is going to be a concern. Now, I don't want to freak you guys out because honestly, you are going to have some sort of natural disaster risk everywhere. There's really no such thing as a perfect neighborhood, but that is something that you need to keep in mind. And then we have con number 3. That's going to be crime concern. Now, I don't think this is specific for Bel Air itself. I don't think Bel Air itself is an unsafe neighborhood. But the reason why crime is a concern in a neighborhood like Bel Air is because of the people who live here. The people who live here are at the top of the 1%, right? So these people are just going to have a target on their back if they're very well known, if they're very successful, if they have a lot of money. People are going to target them, so their safety is a huge concern. This is why they typically do invest in really good security. They sometimes have private bodyguards, and they are just very careful, very particular of, their safety because it is a huge concern for a lot of people of a certain, tax bracket and a certain caliber. I don't think Bel Air as a neighborhood itself is unsafe, but because of the people who live here, they definitely have to be careful. Overall, I love Bel Air. It's such an iconic, beautiful neighborhood. I have so much fun every time I come here to do my house tours. You have some beautiful homes, and I love touring them. I've seen so many of them, and I hope to see so many more. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you have any questions, comments, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!